everyone, I'm JC and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing on how I grew out my hair so long and tips on how to do it. Currently it's about 2.5 feet, a little over, and I've been growing it out for about 8 or 9 years now. It's taken a while, but before I get started, one, I'm not an expert or anything. These are just tips that I use and they seem to work for me. And two, before I get into it, please like, subscribe, and share this video with everyone you know. Let's get started. First, we're going to be talking about how fast hair grows. So what I've been looking at, it technically grows about 1/2 inch a month. So if you do the math, that's 6 inches a year. And even though I've been growing out for a while, you do have to get maintenance trim. So it obviously takes it back a little bit, but that's about how fast it grows. Now, one thing I learned too late in life is that you do have to trim it, and it seems like you're going backwards, but it does help because you get all dead ends, and I recently got it trimmed, so right now I'm pretty okay. I get it trimmed about once every 3 months, and my stylist only takes about 1/2 inch off because I do it so often. Now, the longer you wait, the more you do have to take off. So the one time I waited so long because I don't like to get it cut, and she had to cut a good 2 or 3 inches off, so that really takes it back. So you do have to get maintenance trims and keep up with it. Now we're going to talk about hair brushes. So I only use a wet brush on my hair unless I'm going to blow dry it where I have to use a paddle brush or something. And these are really good because they move around your hair and they don't break it as much, and they get the knots out really nicely. This is what it looks like. You're supposed to get your a new hairbrush every few months, and I do. Otherwise it starts getting kind of used. So, and you start at the bottom of your hair and you work your way up, otherwise you can damage it worse. And I only brush it about 2 or 3 times a day. You don't want to overdo it, and eventually your hair will get to the point where it's used to not being so knotty and you don't have to do it as often. Now for the conditioner I use the Keratin Complex. I really like it because it's for all hair types. It makes my hair look really shiny, and it's frizz proof, so if you live in areas where it's really humid, it's not so frizzy. I'm not going to talk about shampoos really because they're really just for cleaning the scalp. So some people have to use medical shampoos, and it just really depends. It could add benefits, but I'm really more about conditioners, and you really only have to do it mid-length to the bottom. You don't have to put it on this part at all, and I just love this one. I've been using it for a really long time. Now, I wash my hair every other day, and when I wash it, I let it air dry because it's more healthy for your hair to not have any heat products on it whatsoever. However, there are special occasions like today where I do want to blow dry it, and you definitely want some kind of heat protectant. So I use this IGK Good Behavior. It's really supposed to make your hair look like you've gotten that keratin treatment. It's frizz protection, and it has heat protection as well. So basically, when your hair is towel dried, kind of damp, you put this liberally all over. You can split it up in sections if that makes it easier, and then you brush through it to make sure it's all distributed evenly. And then you can use whatever you want. So today I blow dried it, and then I had my mom straighten my bangs just because those get a little bit rough, but that's what I do. But most days I do let it air dry because that is healthier. Next thing we're going to talk about is if you can get your hair colored or dyed or bleached. Now currently I don't have any bleach or color in my hair whatsoever. The last time I got it dyed was I think back in 2019. I got pink all underneath it, and you can actually get it dyed if you're willing to upkeep it afterwards, and there is a way to keep it healthy. So I recommend K18, and if you're not familiar with this, it's basically a molecular repair hair mask, and you basically have to use it more as a conditioner. You don't use conditioner with it, and you put it in your hair when it's pretty much towel dry. It's just a little damp, and then you put it all over and you let it sit in. You don't wash it out. Now after 4 minutes, if you think your hair still needs conditioner or you just want to put other products in it, you're allowed to do that. You just have to wait 4 minutes to let it sit in, but you don't wash it out. And I believe you use it for the first 4 to 6 days consecutively, and then after that you just use it anytime you need it. So I recommend 2 to 3 washes, every 2 to 3 washes, but some people can use it more if they think they have more damage. Some people can use it less if they just want it to keep it healthy. So I really like it though, and it makes your hair feel so much healthier. And my mom uses it too. So the last subject we're really going to talk about is styling and just other ways to keep it healthy. Now in the summertime or even at night it can get like kind of hot, and I don't wear it in a bun because my hair is actually way too heavy for it anyway. And I don't use a ponytail because those can be kind of too pooling. So I put it in braids, and something good to use is like this. It's a scrunchie, it won't rip out your hair, it's just very healthy for it. Other than this, which kind of just tears the hair apart and just is very tight. So you really want something more like this, and it does keep it in. It doesn't look like it'd be as strong, but it will keep it in. It might get stretched out over time. But yeah, so that's something you can think about. You can use things like silk pillow sheets. Those are really good for the hair. They won't pull at it or like grab at it when you're sleeping. And whenever you're doing heat styling, just always make sure to use heat products that will kind of just protect the hair from any kind of heat. And also, this is another thing, when you're on like vacation, or if you're in like the salt water or chlorine, I've been using this, it's Kerastase, and it's Solus products. It's like a red thing, and that will get all the salt, it will protect it from chlorine. They have a mask that you leave in for 10 minutes. I used that when we were in Hawaii. It was my first time, but I used it every day and my hair felt like so healthy. It was really great. It's also will help with UV. It's just really good. And that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you're going to try to grow out your hair, you should try these tips. And yeah, see you in my next video. Bye! Hi everyone, I'm JC and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be discussing how wait, hold on. I said discussing weird. Yep. So first we're going to be talking about how long hair grows on average. Truthfully, wait, how should I I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And then things like silk pillowcases and cut here. We can keep that first part, but and silk pillowcases, because that won't pull the hair at all, and it's very like loose, so you can the hair just goes everywhere. And just always when you're using heat products or any kind of straightener, just always use products to help the heat and everything.